Greetings, Commanders! In today's video, I talk about the two fastest ways to collect resources, which is basically doing quests, right? Doing your explores, right? Your daily explores, chapters 1 through 3, and all these. You get a ton of resources you can use to upgrade your research and buildings there. But then mostly what you're going to be doing is pillaging ships out in the battlefield. Empty arcs, people that played once and quit. People that just aren't there, they're offline. You can pillage their ships all day long. Usually I tell players, scout them all, send your commanders out, get at least 3 commanders with 200 or 300 leadership and a bunch of troops to go out there and fight and pillage and rob. And what you'll find is that there's a lot of baby ships, baby arcs to pillage all around the map. Anything that's like a level 1 to level 3 or level 4 to level 9, don't get too close to the center. It's mostly all the baby arcs that you could pillage are in the outskirts. Top right corner, bottom right corner, very popular places for ships to repopulate once they've been damaged and broken and they respawn on the map. It's usually in these areas. So you just log in, hit these arcs, farm them over and over and over. This guy, look at, he's got 80,000 food, 50,000 parts, 50,000 electricity. In order to pick all that up, I need to pillage about, almost 500,000 worth of resources. So if I take one of my commanders, Rock here, I was trying to show this earlier, he has 200 leadership, auto deploy my troops, I can carry 175,000 resources. So if they've got 50,000 food, 50,000 parts, 50,000 electricity, that's about 200,000, 250,000. I won't be able to take it all, right? So you want a little more leadership sometimes to make sure you can pillage them all. So get a couple of your backup commanders at like 200 to 500 leadership, and then your one main commander up to 1,000, and then wait for the magazine success rate event, because you can add magazines at a higher success rate, so you don't get the penalty of adding magazines when you don't have the event. See that you have a 40% success rate. During the event, you get 60%. You really want to save your magazines for that. It's hard to do early on, but that's not what the point of this video is. This video kind of got off the rails because we got into a PvP skirmish. Obviously, there's a lot of ways to collect resources. You can farm them on the map, you can do quests and mission, but the best way, if you want to just log in and play the game and just start leveling up your resource, building a bigger army, upgrading your skills, you need a lot of resources fast. And the best way to do it is to either do your explores, right? You can only do these once though. Do chapters 1, 2, and 3, and every time you do, you get these quests, completion quests, if you will. So right now I'm on finish exploring 3-1, and you get 130,000 resources just for this one. And of course, you get a chunk of resources going all the way up 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, and of course, you get it on chapters 1 and 2. So that's a huge way to get the resources. Remember, once you collect these resources, they can be pillaged by other players. They are not considered safety resources. You see right here, it says safety resources. Right there, right there, right there. Those are only safe when you have them unlocked in a resource cache. But what that means is that other players that have resources, you can pillage them. And if you go out to a place on the map where there's a bunch of baby arcs, you can just pillage them, honestly, for months and months and months. And this is going to be the #1 way you get like 99% of your resources, because it's Arc of War, right? Like, peace is bad for business. You need to go out and hit arcs every day, all the time. Now, you can click this button here and see where your guild is. And you can tell some of my guild mates have went to the middle. But for the most part, all the new players that quit the game, their arcs are just going to be sitting up here in Tiberia, Zentown, Area 17, all on the outskirts. Anywhere where there's tiles like 1 through 3 or 4 through 9. Someone is attacking me during the video. Oh, it's this level 11 guy. I picked a fight with him earlier. Let's see how I do. I think he's got a flare. I've got some resources here. Let's see how hard he hits me. I should do okay, because I am a walker. And let's see how I did. Oh, Maruko. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, you know what? That's because my commander was already in a fight. He was injured. So you got to heal your commanders. The higher the level it is, the more it costs. You just take your commanders, send them back out, and keep farming. So that guy hit me pretty good. He actually killed a bunch of my troops. I'm just going to instantly heal those up, and that's good for the video. And I'm just going to march right back at him. Right? Early on in the game, it's okay to do this. I'm just using tier 2 and tier 3 walker stuff. Really, tier 4 and tier 5 is very expensive as far as resources are concerned. And tier 1 is not very effective PvP-wise. Tier 2 and tier 3 are really good resource per power. There is a little bit of a power trade-off in this game, and tier 2 is really strong all the way until people start using tier suppression. Then it becomes a problem. So I was able to kill some troops there. Looks like I got 623 bombers. I did a little better last time. I did 1,200 bombers the time before that. Let's see if we can see. Did he change anything? No, I just did better the first time around. But healing troops is so easy this early on in the game. So get out there, scout people's arcs, attack them, pillage them as much as you can, and that's how you're going to get all the resources you need to level up real quick. So there we go. Oh, we got to heal ourselves. So me and this guy basically are just trading blows at this point. It costs a little bit of gold here and there, but I have auto garrison on, which is, you know, the way you should play. Otherwise, you're just going to get zeroed. You may as well at least let your guys go out fighting. Hey, we got a victory report. We were able to actually kill him that time. He sent his hoodoo. Wow, he's got a hoodoo already? He has an A-class commander? That's pretty fast. But we'll go ahead and... oh, it looks like he sent 2 marches, maybe. Yeah, so it looks like he sent a double march. Let's see. I auto-reloaded, but yeah, I did pretty good damage there. That was a little better this time around. He is getting the better of it, but I have Shadow Matter, so he's not pillaging a lot of my resources. Let's go ahead and heal up in case he comes back. And there we go. And heal my commander real quick. So this just turned into like a skirmish all of a sudden. Wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be showing you guys all the arcs out here. So out here... there's all these other arcs. And that's the funnest part. People that play Arc of War that are veterans watching this video going, what the heck? They forgot, because this game does scale up very quickly. Standing toe-to-toe with somebody like this and trading your max army over and over and over is impossible super late game. You do not want to do this. But that's because early on in the game, you have only a couple thousand leadership, right? I've only got 1,100 leadership. Later in the game, you have 10,000, 20,000. It takes a lot more troops to fight, and you lose a lot more troops in the battles. But it's really fun just to stand toe-to-toe with somebody. Once you learn the concepts of that, right? Once you see that your commanders, if they lose, you have to heal them. Otherwise, they won't defend you. But so you can just scout all these guys, and you can see that these 2 guys have really low resources. And that's the resources out there sitting on their recycling station and diner ships. Those are usually what's just recovering that. So every hour you can hit them, they fill up. And depending on the level of the arc, they'll have higher level buildings that'll make them gather more passive resources. The other 2 guys, this guy had 20,000 or so, and this guy had 26,000. So all I have to do to farm 150,000 resources from that guy is send a commander that can carry 150,000 resources. And the way you calculate that is... I know this video kind of got off the rails here, but if you take one of my commanders, like this is Rock, I have 200 leadership on him. See up there, 200 leadership? And what that's telling me is if I auto-deploy and I fill all the slots, the total resource carrying capacity I can use is 175,000. Excuse me, I have to defend myself. 175,000 resources total. And the way you can calculate that if you don't want the game to do it, you can actually go here and you can actually see what the troops can carry, their capacity, and that's up here, 150, right? And it actually scales all the way to the top. Once you get to like tier 7 and tier 9, then they actually carry less per units. So Rangers up to tier 6, I think, all carry about the same of all troops, walkers, infantry, and airships. So it doesn't really matter what troops you have. They should all pillage the most. Hypothetically, Rangers can carry the most if you have an uneven amount of leadership. We're talking minute amounts. So let's see what happened there. It looks like he shielded. He went ahead and shielded. Honestly, I don't think shielding is that smart early game. Just bury your resources on... oh, I beat him. Get that. Get wrecked, son. Oh, yeah. We gave him a beating. He's losing a lot of tier 3. So are we. But cool. That was fun. So that's pretty much the best way to get a bunch of resources over and over. Like, I could use resources right now to heal because I need them, right? Otherwise, I would just go farm these off of the ships nearby. And it's a lot faster. So, in fact, let's just end this video. If you like this video, you want to see more beginner videos, I've kind of delayed doing this for a long time, but I've started a new Baby Arc project, and I feel like I need to do this before I miss the opportunity to. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, there may be a playlist of beginner videos to get you started so you can get caught up with the big boys. But that's it. End of video. We'll see you next time.